Hey, how's it hanging, guys? New set is here, but Baby Blounce is still kicking, and there's a whole new way to play the deck with the Scoop Up Net involved, and it's super cool, so I definitely wanted to share it with you guys. You guys know how much I love Baby Blounce. I make a lot of videos on it. I just have a lot of fun with the deck, what can I say? And now that there's a new way to play it, new way to build it, I gotta show it off to you guys. Scoop Up Net is in the deck now, so instead of Palpad, we've got the Mewtwo with the Mine Report. We got this Giratina in here with the Dimension Breach because it's just really powerful against decks that have special energy with the Scoop Up Net. And then the rest of it's pretty much the same. 3 Baby Blounce, 1 Big Blounce, the Dedenne, the Jirachis, the Zacian, the Cramorant, the Oricorio-GX. The rest of the stuff, you got the 4 Welder, obviously 4 Crystal, 4 Flint, yada yada. It's a Scoop Up Net combo that we're here to see, and I'm here to show you guys. So let's go ahead, let's get into some games, and yeah, I'll show you guys how much better Baby Blounce has gotten. Into our first one here, we did get the win, the dub on the coin flip. Now let's win this game. Let's see what we got here. Cramorant start, and the rest is trash. All right, so we're hoping for a good top deck. Don't really want a Dedenne change with 3 switch in the hand, but my goodness, this hand is awful. Another Scoop Up Net. All right, I'm gonna attach the active and pass to our opponent. Looks like we're probably doing a turn 2 beak catch here. That's not very good. It's not very good at all. Not very good at all. This hand is by far one of the worst hands I've ever seen. Maybe we can trick something together here, though. If we beat catch and our Cramorant does not get knocked out, we might also just get donked or something like that. Looks like our opponent is not having a great start as they go Wisdom, Acrobike, Pass. There's a Jirachi. Go ahead and see what this Jirachi can get us. Still wish there's a Welder. You like to see that. Scoop Up Net the Jirachi, switch the Jirachi. I think we switch every time. And then we're gonna go ahead and beat catch. And get Flint. And then we need a Blounce. So let's go ahead and grab ourselves an Ultra Space. Sounds good to me. Flint, Ultra Space, get ourselves a Blounce. Flint for some energy. Welder to the Blounce. Hope for the best. Hand still not ridiculously good, but our opponent also had a slow start, so that kind of makes up for our unfortunate situation, or kind of evens the playing field around our unfortunate draw so far. It makes it a little bit closer of a matchup, even if we didn't have a ridiculously good start. Another Acrobike from our opponent. Scoop Up Net, they're giving up. They're sacrificing the Oranguru. They got nothing once again, and well, I mean, even though we started really poorly, 2 net, triple switch. Sometimes our opponent draws worse and we still end up with a dub. Okay, into another one. We did lose the coin flip in this one, but we have a lot more to work with than 3 switch into Scoop Up Net with the Cramorant start. Up against the Pikarom, Marnie's, or probably Pikarom. Actually, I don't know for sure. Marnie is involved, so got to be careful of that. We got a Welder in the opening hand. Ooh, we got a Baby Blounce here as well. Gonna go ahead and bench it. I guess maybe I shouldn't have because of Fion, but we do have a switch. They're probably not going to save us. In my head, I was just literally so stuck on thinking about Marnie, but they can't Marnie us because they're going first. So I probably shouldn't have benched the Blacephalon just in case of the Fion. A lot of people play Fion, super popular card right now, so definitely want to play around it when we can when we're going second. So kind of a little bit ahead of myself. We do have the Giratina, which is mainly in here for the Dragapult matchup, but it can be pretty good against Pikarom actually because they do play that speed energy, which is a special energy and something we can take advantage of. So still potentially useful in this matchup. Gonna have to wait and see if we can get any value out of it. Probably not, but you never really know. There's a Hearth, there's a Welder. I'm just gonna Hearth away the Giratina here. Do have Ordinary Rod if we really want to recover it. Probably not worth it in the end. I'm actually, even though I can probably knock out this Jirachi here, I'm not going to because it's kind of a waste to overextend to knocking out that Jirachi. It's just not worth it really. There's no really better way to put it. Like they have 2 tag teams in play. If we lose this Blounce, we have to get another Blounce with another Welder on it, and so much more stuff to get the knockout on the Pikarom, which is really the only knockout I care about. I don't care about knocking out a Jirachi, especially this early on, where our opponent hasn't even knocked out anything yet themselves, or I don't really feel pressure to in this specific matchup because they do play so many more Pokemon that are worth more than 1 prize card, and they almost always have to full blitz to try and set up initially and start being aggressive. So I'm just going to go ahead and Intrepid Sword since we drew the Zacian. If we had gotten a Quick Ball instead, I would have gone for that. There's the Marnie play. So if they had gone Marnie, like full blitz, knock out our Blacephalon, we'd probably be in a lot of trouble. But now we're just kind of chilling. I got those 2 fires in the discard pile. we can go ahead and crystal for those. We got a Heat Factory, maybe Hearth Sticks. We get some more energy that way. Stadium Nav, get that Ultra Space out of the deck. Can Celebush at least once for sure. I don't think they're going to knock out both our Jirachis. I will definitely knock out this Boltund though, if I get the opportunity, which it looks like I will. So yeah, this is going to get knocked out. Then we're going to knock out this Pikarom, and then we're going to burst GX for the game. Just wait and watch. Here we go. Start with Hearth. Not going to get rid of the Stadium Nav because we don't need it. And I want to keep that Crystal instead. We could have thinned out the Ultra Space. We didn't really need to. Grab these. Heat Factory away a Fire. We'll have 3 in there now to get back with one of the Crystals. Got a Switch. Got another Welder. I don't think I've Stellar Wish yet. I mean, I can check right here. Stellar Wish. Scoop Up Net. Scoop Up Net. I really want to actually Welder to another Blacephalon here if I can get a Quick Ball. Nope. 3 fires there. Guess just take another Crystal. Yeah. I really want to Welder to another dude. Scoop Up Nets are usually better than switches, so I'm gonna use the switch here, and we'll take this knockout on this Boltund. Yeah, Fire Crystal for 3. Do 200. Yeah, like I said, I really wanted to Welder to another Blown, have that already ready to go, because now if they go Marnie, knock out this Blacephalon, I mean, it gets that much worse, I guess, for us. Like, I guess it's about the same if they'd done it last turn. But there's a Quick Ball, so as long as they don't Marnie us, which is what I'm scared of. I'm scared of the Marnie happening. They could easily Quick Ball for an Eldegoss, or if they play the Mewtwo and then Jirachi into it, something like that. Marnie happening here is not too unlikely. There's a research off the Pokegear, though. Here comes a Stellar Wish. All right, I'm feeling safer and safer with every action they take so far. So there's an E-Radar. They could Dedenne change into it still. They definitely are going to full. They're definitely going to full blitz us this turn. That's almost 100% happening. The full blitz will be happening, almost 1000%. It keeps getting higher and higher the more I talk about it. Yeah, no matter what happens here, we're probably getting full blitz, and then we want to set up. Ideally, on our bench, we want to set up Oricorio, Blacephalon-GX, and then knock out Blacephalon, or knock out the Pikarom with a baby Blacephalon. Ideally, we'll see what actually happens here. But yeah, we want to get the Oricorio in play to have some more draw power this turn, build up into more draw power. More safety through a Stamp or a Marnie on the following turn. And then we also want to... There's a boss's orders. It could full blitz knock out our Zacian, but that leaves my Blacephalon alive. So actually, I'm fine with that personally if they want to go for that. Here's a Quick Ball. I'm sensing Eldegoss for the Marnie. That's a Jirachi. That's not an Eldegoss. All right, maybe we are safe. It feels like they're definitely digging for it. Oh no, they could actually Tag Bolt us this turn. Actually, that's not even that big of a deal. They could Tag Bolt knock out Zacian this turn and the Blacephalon. Still actually not that big of a deal. We still win the prize trade. I keep bringing up these crazy plays that they could pull off. They could E-switch over Thunder Mountain. They could do it. We would still win the prize trade, though, if we can still just take the knockout on the Pikarom on the following turn, though. Which is pretty crazy. But, I mean, that's what Baby Blacephalon does. So, here comes another Stellar Wish. What do they got for us this time? But yeah, if we can get the Oricorio, the Blown, and a Baby Blown knockout, that gives us a ton of safety going into that final turn where we need to draw that final prize. There's the Thunder Mountain. If they got E-switch and a way to pick this up, there's the E-switch. They got the Tag Bolt. All right, pretty crazy turn. They have to be able to move this Jirachi still. Switch, boss's orders, bring up the Zacian. Wow. All right, what a turn from our opponent. Crazy thing. Even crazier, though. Even though they got this play, we're still an advantage in the game state currently. We still have the advantage overall, which is maybe even crazier than our opponent getting that ridiculous turn off. Coco Prism, Thunder Mountain, both the Prism cards, Boss's Odor for the supporter for the turn, 3 prize cards. If we just knock this out, we're still going to win the game most likely. There's that Ultra Space top deck. That was literally, I was considering Stellar Wishing before I Quick Balled because of that. All right, that's pretty good. All right, get this Baby Blown, get him out here. Save the Quick Ball because we want Big Blown and Oricorio this turn. Fire Crystal. I guess we could still whiff the knockout. It's just unlikely. Grab these 3. Letter to this guy. 2, 3. Quick Ball away the Cramorant. I could have maybe got rid of the Baby Blown actually. Oricorio. Dance a Tribute. 1, 2, 3. There's this. Oh my gosh, it just keeps getting better and better, man. So we're gonna Stellar Wish here. Grab a switch. I really want a Quick Ball to get the Big Blown in play if I can. So we're digging for access to Big Blown here. Lucky Egg's also pretty good, though. That protects our Oricorio. I don't even think they could knock out anything anyways. How could they ever knock anything out? I actually don't think they can knock out anything even if they tried. So we need 5 there, so we go Fire Crystal for 3 here. Attach. I'll probably put the only thing they could knock us out with would be like a Zapdos. So they have to knock out our active. So if they went Stamp, knock out our active. So let's just throw this here then. Attach. Retreat. Circus. Knockout. Just hold on to the Scoop Up Net for now. Maybe use it later. Yeah, pretty good turn. All right, we're down to 1 prize card. There's that quick ball I was looking for. Yeah, having Blacephalon and GX in play here would have been insane, because if they knock out our active, we have Dance of Tribute. Even if they went knockout active with a stamp, we have Dance of Tribute, plus all we need is an Energy Burst GX. If they knock out the Blacephalon GX, we have this guy set up with 3 energy still, and then we'll have access to Dance of Tribute plus Stellar Wish. If they knock out Oricorio, we just have the Blacephalon GX or the Blacephalon set up. And once again, all we need is a Fire for the Burst GX. And we would have put the egg on the Oricorio in that scenario if we'd gotten the Blacephalon, because then that fully covers anything our opponent could possibly do. But there's Quick Ball, there's Switch, there's Energy. So we have the Burst GX on our turn. Nothing our opponent can do about. They've got a Speed Energy on a Pikarom, and that is so far from being enough to give them a chance to even get close to winning this game. They can't even attack this turn, I don't think, can they? Nope. They're down Thunder Mountain, they're down Cocoa Prism. It's got to be send up Pikarom and pass. And then even if we whiffed this turn somehow, which we didn't, it would have to be attach and pass and then hope I whiff again, which is never happening. So this is going to be easy dub. And yeah, there it is. There's the dub. All right, going second in this one. Not really too bad for Baby Blowns, because it does kind of give us the opportunity to be really aggressive early on. Not with a hand like this, though. We're going to open the Baby Blown, because if we top deck a Welder, we can just go ahead and get an early Fireball Circus in there. We can always scoop up net the Baby Blacephalon into like a Jirachi or something if we top deck that. We can't scoop up net Blacephalon-GX. So, yeah, we'd rather open up the Baby Blown. It gives us way more options to work with. Looks like it is a Malamar deck from our opponent. We could go for that Blazer Knockout Inkay. That wouldn't be terrible. We could also just go into Burst GX. That would also be a decent play. We'll see what our opponent's playing as far as other Pokemon go. There's a Calm getting rid of Malamar. Search himself out. Something else. We'll see what they get here. Could be just Spell Tag Malamar. Could be, I don't know, Dragapult Malamar is also a thing going around right now. As well as, you know, Mewtwo Malamar, of course. So, yeah, we'll see what kind of Malamar our opponent's got in store for us here. And then go from there. There's a Giratina. Doesn't mean it's for sure Spell Tag. The Calm's interesting. Usually you just see Quick Balls and Treasures. Interesting to see the Pokecom in the build right now. Not ridiculously good, in my opinion. Unless they're playing it on top of Quick Balls and Treasures. Oh, they're just playing an old build. As we see, they have a Lily here in their deck still. Yeah, the Lily, far from good. They're just playing an old list, it looks like. That. I mean, I have no other explanation for their choice of cards otherwise, to be honest. So I've got to assume it's just kind of an old build here of Malamar. There's a Spell Tag to the Tina. That's what we hate to see. We did top deck a Welder, though. That's what we love to see. And I'm going to go ahead and debate if I want a Fiery Flint now or not. Don't really have a ton of options to get away. I don't want to get rid of the Blacephalon-GX. It's super good in this matchup in the late game. I think I'm just going to start with Welder here. Jirachi, Scoop Up Net, Quick Ball. I mean, I need some more energy to take this knockout. Let's go ahead and Fiery Flint a... Nah, I guess we're going to get rid of the Blacephalon-GX and the energy. Scoop Up Nets are just too good, I think, to ever give up. Especially in this matchup where it kind of heals the Spell Tag damage that our opponent can put in play and stuff like that. So, it's kind of too good to ever really get rid of a Scoop Up Net. Yeah, never want to get rid of a Scoop Up Net. Alright. Venture Jirachi. I don't think they can donk us, but you never really know for sure, so... And yeah, get that knockout on the Giratina. Got the Inkay with an Escape Board, but I don't think they can take a knockout. They could use Mew now to knock out my Jirachi, so maybe I shouldn't have put the Jirachi in play. I couldn't come up with anything else really that they could take a knockout with, so I guess now they could get a knockout on my Jirachi with Mew, which would overall kind of stink, I guess, to lose that kind of for no reason almost there. They can use the Mew with the Psy power to take the knockout on my Jirachi. Yeah, I guess I could have just went Lone Blown here. I don't think they can take a knockout with Inkay. With just one Malamar potentially Like, they could attack with Copycat Mimikyu, but they don't have Fire Energy to use with Fireball Circuit, so I think I would have been safe. So overextended there a bit, and I'm about to get punished for it here. It looks like here comes that Distortion Door onto my Jirachi. We don't have a way to knock out this next Giratina. We can heal this Jirachi, which is the big deal now in this matchup, is that the spell tags don't actually stick as much. The damage from the spell tags doesn't really matter as much because we can heal it through using Scoop Up Net on our Jirachi, which is a really big deal actually in this matchup. It's insane. We could go for the Dedenne change here, I guess. Definitely with this kind of advantage that we have right now, it's worth being that little bit extra aggressive to try and, you know, keep our lead going here. So I think I will probably go with that Dedenne change as long as the Dedenne's in the deck. Lucky Egg to the active. Quick Ball away, Scoop Up Net, pick up that Jirachi. Maybe put it back down. I might just Dedenne change it away, to be honest. And then take a knockout on whatever their active is on this turn. Looks like it is going to be that Giratina once again. But healing that 5 damage is going to be pretty ridiculous. Beating up another prize card against our opponent, also going to be pretty ridiculous. And this one is just kind of looking super good for us, but it's still pretty close. This matchup, like I said, not a good matchup. So even though we're definitely ahead by a prize card or 2 now, still pretty close. This matchup's a pretty tough matchup, so I don't want to get, you know, too far ahead of myself until we see how the rest of the game develops. But this is the spot we need to be in if we ever have a shot to win this matchup. All right, they're taking their time. I think they're debating what they want to send into the active here. It's going to be the Giratina once again. Like I said, that's fine with me. We just need to find the energy to take the knockout. Need a Fire Crystal, Retrieval, 2 energy, plus the Viridian Forest. We're going to use the Viridian Forest after we Stellar Wish. Here comes a Psychic Recharge. They should put it on their own Malamar here to turn this guy into a pivot. Go to the Inkay. That's definitely incorrect. This guy's already got an Escape Board. You put it there, it becomes a pivot for the next turn for sure. There's an Energy Retrieval. That is actually a terrible top deck. Although we can now just go knock out the active, scoop up this Jirachi before he takes any more damage unnecessarily, and then we could go bench Jirachi, Lucky Egg, Viridian Forest away the Scoop Up Net. I think I want to keep the Quick Ball around. I think that's a little bit better. Energy Retrieval, then knock out the active here. We still have that Quick Ball in case we want to still Dedenne change next turn if they draw really poorly again. Yeah, we can still go Dedenne change to make sure we can just keep taking these knockouts. If they draw poorly enough where they just don't take this knockout, we can go, all right, we're just going to Dedenne change here. Maybe they Hypnosis us, something like that. We're going to, all right, we're going to Dedenne change here. Make sure we're still being aggressive and so on. Yeah, the Energy Retrieval change stuff, it was just like, it was like pretty much anything else. We probably would have just gone for that Fireball Circus, but yeah, the Dedenne or the Retrieval definitely makes things a little bit different. There's a research. Okay, so they're not a completely old list. They have research in here. Still rocking stuff like Lily and Calm though. But not 100% an outdated list. They fit some research in the list as well. But yeah, we're looking good here. The only real thing they can knock us out with is that Giratina. Besides that, they don't really have any hitter at this point that I think can knock us out, so that means they will trigger our Lucky Egg, which is super important. I guess if they play the Cramorant, they could Cramorant our Jirachi around our Blown, but we'd be fine with that because then we just go Dedenne change, get 4 energy, knock that thing out. Actually, I had 3 energy index, so 3, 6. I prized what, 1 fire, I think. Okay, yeah, not too bad. But yeah, they still don't even have the knockout setup. That's why they should have put the Psychic on this Malamar, because then they make this guy into a Malamar, and then they have Viridian Forest, and they can go Psychic Recharge, attach, retreat this Malamar that has Escape Board plus an energy, and then they'd be able to attack with Giratina. But by doing it like this, they need another switch or an Escape Board to actually get this guy to the bench after it becomes a Malamar and Psychic Recharges to the Giratina. So they're still a little ways away from actually being able to attack. They need an extra card now here for no reason, basically. Fighting energy, so they play the Giratina Garchomp. Not a huge deal in this matchup, but I guess it means if I put something like a Zacian onto my bench, they would be able to knock that out if they could get into the active through like catcher or boss's orders or something like that. But they would need a card like that though to be able to pull that off. There's the Giratina. There's an energy, but like I said, now they need another card. They all of a sudden need a switch card to move this guy, whereas before, if they had just put it here, they wouldn't. Now they do. So you need that extra card. Playing pretty aggressively, pretty confidently, so I feel like they probably found it here as they're going double Psychic Recharge. Didn't kind of wait in frustration thinking about, oh, what do I do now that I didn't hit this switch? So I would bet they have it just by the way they're playing. We'll see though. Here comes an Acrobike. Yeah, they got that Shadow Impact up, but we do have that Lucky Egg, so we're gonna draw a bunch of cards. Maybe we don't need a Dedenne change anymore. The Quick Ball can just get ourselves something like the Blacephalon, as long as we can find a Welder. And if we get a Blacephalon, we could actually quick ball into the Mewtwo, put that on top of our deck instead. Yeah, there's that switch. And then that can get us the Welder through the Stellar Wish into it. Put on top with the Mewtwo, Stellar Wish into it. Good to go from there. There's a Blound, there's a Scoop Up Net, there's a switch, there's a quick ball, there's another Jirachi. Whole bunch of stuff. We got 3 fires left in the deck. It's gonna be hard to make that Flint work, I think. There's another fire there. How do I want to play this? There's quite a few fires left in the deck. I think I am gonna Flint away Jirachi and switch. Grab myself those 2 fires left in the deck. Yeah, there's that Mewtwo I was talking about. So we're gonna quick ball away a fire, get the Mewtwo. We're gonna Mind Report it, the Welder on top. Then we can Stellar Wish confirmed, grab a Welder here. There was 3 of them, but I guess better safe than sorry. Blound goes down, Welder to the Blound. Still need a little bit to get this knockout. Ooh, do not quite have it yet. Attach. Quick ball away Giratina. I think I'm just gonna go for the Dedenne change. We have what? 1 Scoop Up Net and 1 Welder left. Ooh, maybe I should go for the Oricorio instead. No, I think I like the Dedenne change here. Gonna Scoop Up Net the Jirachi. Blound to the active. And we're just gonna Nah, we can bench the Jirachi. Dedenne change. 4, 5, 6. There's the Fire Crystal. Ooh, this is getting close though. We don't have a ton of energy. Other energy stuff to work with. They're gonna put the Hearth in play, get rid of that. Skateboard here, and then yeah, Fireball Circus. But we're running a little bit light on everything here, to be honest. We need to find our Ordinary Rod. We need to find so many things. There's another Welder to work with. I guess we could attack with Cramorant next turn instead, just spit shot down a Malamar. As long as we can get some fire energy to work with. Do have 3 crystals left. There's only 2 in the deck though. But yeah, we could just go with a spit shot here instead of attacking with a Baby Blound. Probably just have to go with a spit shot. Get rid of Malamar, limit our opponent's option on the following turn to probably even deal with the Cramorant. We could go Cramorant twice in a row actually, and then follow up with the Blacephalon-GX through the Ordinary Rod in a little bit. That sounds like a pretty good game plan to me. We should get the energy to be able to use this spit shot this turn. But there's quite a few crystals left in the deck, so I'm not too worried about it. Or retrievals. Well, actually, I don't think we have any fire left in the deck. Yeah, our last fire is prized. So it has to be a crystal off this Stellar Wish coming up here in just a second. Or we could get a quick ball into Oricorio. I guess that could get us hit. But I want to put... I mean, I guess I'm not too afraid of putting too many 2-prize Pokemon. Actually, I don't want to put too many 2-prize Pokemon in play here. Yeah, I prefer not to have too many 2-prize Pokemon in play right now. Yeah, take a look here. Yeah, nothing too different. Hopefully they just don't put a Mew on their bench. If they put a Mew on our bench, we actually can't spit shot. There we go. Psychic recharges are coming in. I guess this game was a little bit awkward overall with the energy. The way we kind of drew out in the early game. We get to see a whole ton of our deck, so we haven't been able to really mold our deck the way we want it to be. Right, we're still ahead. As long as we just draw what we need, we will be able to close out this game ahead of our opponent here. Here's the switch once again, hitting that switch, and yeah, they got that Shadow Impact. We're gonna go ahead and snipe. Oh, I don't really. I'm probably gonna snipe the Mimikyu so they can't use Copycat to snipe my Dedenne. Actually, that is probably what we're gonna go. Yeah, because if we don't, then they can use Mimikyu to copy what we just used, which was Spit Shot, and snipe my Dedenne. So we're gonna snipe their Mimikyu, take away that option, the immediate option. They could still pull it off if they get like put it back in the deck and get it back out, but can't really do anything about that. All right, Stellar Wish. No Fire Crystal, but we did get a switch, so we can retreat to this Jirachi. Stellar Wish. And check again. Stellar Wish. There's that Fire Crystal. Alright. Gonna be able to snipe that Mimikyu. Fire Crystal for 3. Bench the Cramorant. Welder the Cramorant. Ultra Space. Quick ball away Zacian. Gonna go ahead and use Oricorio here because there's no reason not to anymore at this point. We already have 2 other 2 prizes in place, so having Oricorio in place shouldn't change anything, I don't think. Attach to the Cramorant, switch, and then yeah, Spit Shot. Take out the Mimikyu because I don't want to get. Don't want them to copycat me. It'd be really rude, and we wouldn't really have a really good answer to that. So there's a fire. Still need to find that Ordinary Rod because we're running out of attackers. We have a Baby Blown prized for sure, so we can always pull that out of our prize cards. And do we have one Scoop Up? We have one Scoop Up Net left, so that we could welder once to here, and then we could welder once to a Baby Blown. After using Scoop Up Net to use Mewtwo to use Mind Report to put the welder back on top. That would work just fine as well. Ideally, though, we get the Ordinary Rod and we just go Cramorant something, anything, and then Burst GX to win the game. If they do something weird, we can always free up a bench space with the Scoop Up Net as well. Something where we kind of have to like, yeah, we should be good though. We should be good. I'm feeling pretty confident. We'll once again see what our opponent does. Got rid of this guy. We didn't want them to snipe this and then have like a big attacker like that Tina Chomp or something, and then one shot like, I don't know, the Oricorio or the Cramorant or whatever. So we didn't want them to get like that free spit shot onto our Dedenne basically. Gotta take away that line of play from our opponent and draw, like, don't make it easy for them to draw 2 prize cards this turn, because if they do, the game becomes way easier for them to win. That's what I was saying when this matchup was hard. It just kind of is. It just kind of is a very hard matchup. Even though we had a really good start, our opponent had a little bit of a very not great start. They didn't have the worst start ever, but it obviously wasn't ridiculously good. It's a hard matchup. Here comes that Distortion Door. So their bench is getting a little clogged here all of a sudden. They only have 1 bench space to work with. That's a questionable play. I don't know what they're doing with this. Dedenne and Jirachi. We did see that they play Espeon Deoxys, so maybe they're setting up some kind of Espeon Deoxys play with that, but I don't know how they draw 4 prize cards. That's kind of eluding me right now. Even if they hit us with Shadow Impact this turn, how would they possibly draw 4 prize cards? This guy would go down to 70 HP. This guy's still got 150, so they can't do it here. I'd have to like trigger a spell tag for them, and they'd have to get energy on the Espeon Deoxys right now this turn. Otherwise, I don't think it's possible. There's the Espeon Deoxys, like I was talking about. But yeah, I just plan on sniping a Malamar this turn. Now they can't even bench a Mew. Maybe I'm missing something. So this is 200. That would knock out this. So it's come up with 150 damage, but alongside that, which I just don't think is possible. Once again, unless I'm missing something, but I don't think I am. I don't think I'm missing anything here. I think it's probably just not possible. We'll see for sure here in a turn though. Yeah. There's the research. Yeah, like I said, they're probably gonna, Psychic Recharge. How many options do they have? Twice. Psychic Recharge twice to this guy. If they had gone Spell Tag here, Mew instead of this guy, then I think they maybe could have done it. That would be 130, 170 plus 200, 370, 360. Yeah, they could have. If they had done that, they would have had me. Actually, if they had gotten a spell tag for this guy, bench Mew, make it so I have to knock out the active at that point, they would have had me. Little sloppy play from our opponents. Maybe they know their last 2 spell tags are prized and they just didn't go for that. Maybe didn't see it. But now we should have this one pretty much just cleaned up here at this point. And they still have to actually like hard retreat this Giratina and then switch as well, because we're not going to KO this Giratina. We're going to KO this Malamar. Not going to free up this energy. Not going to KO this Malamar. This one's got the escape board. It's the best one to utilize. Not going to KO either of these guys. This Malamar. So they still have to hard retreat this guy to something else. Triple Psychic Recharge here, or double Psychic Recharge and attach. Actually, they might not even have enough energy to win the game. And then switch back. So yeah, they might just not even be able to pull off the Espeon Deoxys play. And even if they do, I don't think it'll give them a chance to win the game. I could be wrong though. We'll wait and see how this last turn plays out. I'm just gonna spit shot this Malamar and see if our opponent can pull off some kind of crazy play. Maybe maybe they have something that I don't see right now. But as far as I can tell, I don't think they can pull it off. Let's find out. Maybe they plan to try and keep me bench locked while they set up the Espeon Deoxys play. I don't even know if that is possible. I guess they could go. I could snipe this. They could retreat and they could use Psychic Club. But that would knock me out and then it would free up a bench spot anyways. Yeah, I'm not seeing it. I'm not seeing it at all. But if I don't get the Ordinary Rod, I guess maybe I can't one-shot that actually. Let's start with this. Ordinary Rod is in the deck though. So I'm just going to go Retrieval for 2. Hopefully we find the Ordinary Rod this turn to use it. 1, 2. Let's see, Adventure Bag. Okay, attach. There's the Ordinary Rod. Gonna do both. gonna put back Blacephalon GX alongside a. That's probably it. Yeah, Blacephalon GX and then 2 fire here. And then just I'm thinking about putting Heat Factory in play because I don't know our opponent possibly has any more stadiums left, but they could have a 3rd Viridian Force. So I'm just gonna spit out this Malamar. Keep the hand the way it is. Hopefully I don't get punished for that. I definitely could get punished for not putting Heat Factory in play right here, right now, but I don't know their list, so I would almost rather just make sure I have access to Heat Factory, and we'll see how this final turn goes. It's very possible we still lose from here, but feeling pretty good. If we keep our hand, I think we definitely just win. We have to keep our hand for that to happen, though. We can thin out our deck to the point where Heat Factory would pretty much draw us our whole deck, and then we could Stellar Wish into the last card, which means we can definitely get the Scoop Up Net plus put Blacephalon GX in play. Yeah, I mean, yeah, the only thing I was thinking of, like I said, they could have like a great catch, or they could do like Great Catcher up the Dedenne and then use it, hit it with Psychic Club, and then go Cross Division on the next turn. Is something they could do. They also need another switch once again to make that kind of play work. So I don't know. We'll see. Actually, even if they did that one, I don't even think they would need that. They could hit for like what? Does what? 10 plus 30. So they're doing 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Oh, that's 160. Oh, benched. So that's 130. Yeah, these guys would have 7, 8, 9. So they could even just do it with the small cross division. Yeah, they could like Great Catcher to Dedenne, punch it, and then hope I can't pull off a play because I am down. If we look here, I am down for Welder. So then they could be like, all right, if they don't have the last Scoop Up Net, I actually win the game. We do have the last Scoop Up Net, so not gonna work for them, but they don't know that. So definitely looks like it's the line of play for them to go down. We'll see if they go for it. We would be able to get the last Scoop Up Net and pretty easily close this one out, though. Psychic Recharge to the Malamar. They could, if they Psychic Club us, we do just win, though. Yeah, they definitely can't Psychic Club our active. We'll see if they know that. So they have to go Great Catcher up to Dedenne if they have a Great Catcher. I don't know if I saw one in here. Or Boss's Orders, I guess. I forgot about that guy. He would do the same thing. Nothing. Something. What do they got? Anything? No. Yes. Maybe. There's a Copycat. All right. Almost draws their whole deck. So if they got a Great Catcher in the deck, they're likely to see it at this point. A bunch of... There's a switch. Oh, they can hit us with a Psychic Sphere. Okay, that's kind of cute. That would do it as well. 10 HP here. They still need another switch to work with, I think. Doesn't matter. We're going to win the game right here, right now. Blacephalon out of the deck. Fiery Flint. Away Flint. Jirachi seems fine. Get those two. Switch into Jirachi. Stellar Wish into that last Scoop Up Net. Scoop Up Net doesn't matter. Pick up the Mewtwo, Blacephalon, attach, and then Burst GX for our final prize card. Also could have killed the Malamar, I guess, with the Fireball Circus. Oh no, we couldn't get the Welder there. Never mind, we couldn't have done that. Did this, it won us the game, and that's gonna do it for this video on the new an improved Blacephalon Baby Blounce deck. I hope you guys enjoyed it. If you did, give the video a like, enjoyed the content, be sure to subscribe. Have a good day. Thanks for watching, and peace.